Hello everyone and welcome to my math channel. So today I will be helping you with factors and multiples. So let's first begin with factors. So a factor is a value that can be multiplied with another value in order to get a product. So let's see this equation here. 7 times 5 equals 35. So here in this case, the factors would be 7 and 5, since they can be multiplied together in order to get 35, which is the product. All right. So let's say that you wanted to find a list of factors for a certain number. And let's just say that number is 30. Okay, so we would have to find all the numbers that can be multiplied by another number in order to get 30. So those numbers would be 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 10, 15, and 30. Alright, so one thing to note when finding the list of factors is to see if the total values in the list amount to an even number. And we'll just see how much values are in this list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so there are 8 values in this list, and that is even, so we have completed that check. Alright, and another thing to note is that this list includes 1, and that is because 1 can multiply 30 in order to get 30, which is that number we are trying to find the list of factors of. So 1 meets all the requirements for being a factor of 30. And also note that 1 is present in every list of factors for any kind of number. So even if it was like 20 or 82 or anything, 1 would always be present. Okay, now another thing is 30, and same kind of logic as this equation here. And 30 is also the same as this number here. And something to note is that you should always include the number you want to find the list of inside that list, because it can multiply 1 to get that number. So for 20 and 82, 20 would have 20 in its list, and 82 would have 82 in its list. All right, and let's move on to multiples. Okay, so a multiple is a value that that can divide a number and result in the quotient being a whole number that does not have a remainder. And it also can be in this form. So that form is in an equation, and we'll just say an example equation being 8 times 10 equals 80. So the multiple here in this case would be 80, because 80 can divide 8 or 10 and get 10 and 8 respectively. So these two values are whole numbers, and they do not have a remainder behind them. So that would mean that 80 is indeed a multiple of both 8 and 10. Okay, so say you wanted to find the first few multiples of a certain number, and let's just say you want to find the first 3 multiples of so the first 3 of, let's say, 9. So first thing, you would include 1, and 1 is a universal thing to include whenever you are trying to find the first multiple, and that works for every single value. All right, and then the next one would be 9 times 1, and then the one after that would be 9 times 2. So our list would be 1, 9, and 18. So that would be the first 3 multiples of 9. Okay, concepts. Okay, so what is the multiple in this equation? So we would have to find the product, which is 72, and that would be our answer. Okay, and then for the second one, it's asking what are the factors of 20. So we would have to find the values that can multiply another value in order to get 20, and those would be 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, and 20. So let's check if it's an even number of values here. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And yes, it is. Okay, so that means we would. So that means it will work for this. All right, and so those would be all the factors. Okay, and then let's see the third problem, which asks for the first 2 multiples of 5. So the first one is, of course, 1, and then the second one would be 5 times 1, and that is 5. So then our answer would be 1 and 5. All right, let's do 3 more. Okay, so the fourth problem is asking what the factors here are, and this question requires an equation, and we can just make one. So the factors would be 7 and 5, since they are the ones that are multiplied in order to get 35. So our answer would be 7 and 5. Okay, and then for the fifth one, and that one's asking what the fourth multiple of 15 is. So it's 1 as the first one, 15 times 1 as the second one, 15 times 2 as the third one, and 15 times 3 as the fourth one. And this one would be 45, and that is the fourth multiple of 15. All right, and then for the last one, and this one's asking for the smallest factor of 12, and this one is the same for every smallest factor of every number, and it's 1. So this works for every number. All right, so that ends our lesson today, and thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Thank you, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down in the comments section. Thank you.